Ano bang basa niyo rito sa mga nangyayari? Una, nagsalita yung Pangulo, inulit niya, ilang beses ko bang sasabihin sa inyo, ayoko na impeachment. Tapos pangalawa, yung kalendaryo ng Senado, dapat June 2, naging June 11, yung pagbasa ng articles of impeachment. Ano bang basa niyo sa mga nangyayari?
Ako, nagiging apprehensive na ako dyan. Parang nakikita ko na, Christian, na wala, hindi na nila itutuloy yan. I hope I'm wrong. Pero yan ang mga signal na mukhang yan ang direksyon na nila. And that's why I'm getting frustrated, and at the same time medyo nagagalit po ako. Bakit ganun? Ano ilang beses na yan na-delay, nagdili-dili-dali. And then yun na nga, supposedly June 2. Ano na naman yan? They can always come up with all sorts of excuses. I want to give them the benefit of doubt. Si Senate President Jesus Escudero sa kanyang justification na they want to work on certain priority legislative measures for the last remaining session days until the next Congress. Pero hindi ba iyan na lang lagi ang ginagawa nilang rason? Nung una, I mean, I'm also imputing some what fault on the part of the House of Representatives. Although, sabi nga nila, kaya nila hindi rin kaagad tinake up yung 3 impeachment complaints nung final ito, early December. So bago sila nag-Christmas break, nung December 19, ay ang sabi nila hindi kasi nag-focus kami sa budget hearings. Pero came yung pag-resume nila, kailan nga yung nag-resume nung session, January 5 or February 5, ay hindi rin kaagad tinake up. And then they had to wait for the last session day again before the election break, yung pag-transmit doon sa Senate ng articles. Now, the Senate President at that point could have already convened the Senate at that point, bago man lang nag-break sila for the election. But what did he say? Ang sabi niya, we will take it up when we resume after the election break. And which is, to me, violative of what is stated doon sa Constitution, na forthwith nga, forthwith, hindi 4 na buwan. February, March, April, May, June. So 4 na buwan yung delay. And now na meron na pagkakataon uli, June 2 nga, yung articles of, yung reading of the charges of the articles of impeachment, lo and behold, ayan na naman. Reset na naman nila June 11, which is just what, barely 2 days before mag-adjourn. And then just a few days ago, the president again made that statement. He never wanted this impeachment. Di daw niya gusto ito. Now, kasi syempre alam naman natin yan, Christian, na okay, itong mga proseso na to, these are both legal, constitutional, and also political. And whatever it is, yung mga ganyang proceedings, and it's always about yung separation of powers din. But then, alam mo na, you can, yes, we are not asking you to interfere with Congress. We are not asking you, Mr. President, to impose and dictate on Congress. But at least you show some interest or clear interest on the idea of the impeachment itself, the impeachment process, yung konsepto, yung proseso, gaano ito kapundamental, gaano ito ka-importante. And then, dapat hindi na lang siya nagsalita. If that is his view, na hindi, wag na, ayaw ko talaga niyan. Why does he have to state that publicly? Na hindi na natin alam, mixed signals, both to the prosecution panel and also to the senators. And with all of these things happening, you know, yung show of force by the Duterte camp, yung intensification ng mga mga political propaganda na naman, mga disinformation, fake news, and then the show of force. Look at VP Sara herself. Nandun siya uli sa The Hague, and then we can expect again a big gathering there. So with all of this, hindi yun nakakatulong. Alin ba ang mas importante? Because yes, he wants peace. The president wants peace. Ayaw na niya, maraming problema. And yun, maganda nga yun na nagpa-submit siya ng courtesy resignation. Pero binabantayan pa natin kasi partial yung pag-announce kung sino-sino yung mga mariretain and kung sino-sino yung mga wala na, out na. Yes, these are also important matters of governance. Pero impeachment is equally, if not more, significant. Because we are talking here about the supremacy of the Constitution and the principles that it advances, lalo na truth, justice, and accountability. This is beyond political leanings. This is beyond personalities, kundi yung idea na kaya nga nandiyan ang impeachment process. And kaya ako, interesado sa bagay na yan, kaya nga ako na naging spokesperson ng first group of complainants, kaya nga ako ay sumagot ng oo nung inimbitahan ako ni Speaker to be part of the prosecution panel kasi naniniwala ako na may mga impeachable offenses, valid, legitimate ang yung mga akusasyon against VP Sara. And now, we are looking at this scenario na after all of this, di ba mga nag-hearing, nakita natin yung ibang ebidensya, hindi pa nga lahat. And then, kakalimutan na lang yon, kakalimutan na naman ng taong bayan yung mga kasalanan. And that's why it's nakakagalit actually. Christian, I'm sorry to say that.